Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. We are live here from Monza, ready for tonight's Red Sox Racing Series, sponsored by Not Your Average Grain. Make sure you check out the great folks over at Not Your Average Grain. Tell them you've seen their logo and broadcast over here on Trackside Racing Network as we go live over for the Red Sox Racing Series, guys. One of the oldest leagues in all of iRacing is this series, so that's always a cool thing to be able to come in here and broadcast. We are live from Monza, as you guys can tell by looking at the screen. Ready to go here tonight. Hope everybody's ready, because I know I am. 2 minutes before qualifying ends. Of course, we're giving away a special Red Sox Racing League tumbler here again tonight, here in qualifying. 2 minutes and 49 seconds remain here in qualifying. Right now, out of the drivers that have qualified, 23 drivers have qualified. We've got 25 drivers right now. I will tell you guys who the number is in just a moment. I don't want to give it away too early to make these guys kind of sandbag a little bit. You get what I'm saying? But anyway, we'll tell you in just a minute the number for which one of these guys are going to walk out with the Red Sox Racing Tumbler here in just a few moments. We are from Monza without the first chicane, so keep that in mind. We do not run the first chicane. We want to thank everybody for tuning in here tonight. Make sure you guys like the Facebook over on Trackside. We are live on Facebook as well, over on the Trackside Racing page, or I think we're supposed to be. Hopefully it's still, I don't even know if it's working over there right now. We'll get it up and running, though, because I don't think it was actually working. But we are live here for a double race tonight. Of course, the iRacing, or the Raise Energy iRacing Legacy Series, about to kick off here soon. Of course, we are live with the pink broadcast and all that good stuff here tonight. There we are live on Facebook now. Took a minute for it to pop up. But make sure you guys go over and hit the share button. Share it to all your friends and family and all that good stuff. Let them see you race if you're in the league. If you're not, just if you want to try to help us get more followers here, share this, share YouTube, all that good stuff, because why not? It helps us. It helps all the leagues as well. Helps these guys get their name even more out there, which the Red Sox is doing pretty good, which is always a cool thing. That's why I'm so happy to be a part of the Red Sox League. I just love the fact that they continue bringing us on board. Been with us now for a while. I don't know how many seasons now, but ready to go here in just a minute. And that beeping that you hear in the background, by the way, is guys going into the pit lane. So we will hop down to the racetrack right now. There you go. As we get set to go, and let me actually cut this off because I put the wrong thing up there. There we go. As I want to go ahead and mention that the 20th place driver that qualifies 20th place will receive a Red Sox Racing League tumbler, sponsored by the other great people over at Not Your Average Grain. Of course, like I mentioned, check them out. Veteran-owned, actually still active military, I do believe, in the Navy. He does great work with a lot of wood products, home decor, and good stuff like that. So go over and check them out. NotYourAverageGrain.com. And tell them we sent you. All right, we are about ready. Qualifying about ready to wrap up here in about 3 seconds. Well, maybe 3 seconds. Right now, Ed Sutcliffe would be the one that would win the tumbler here tonight. We're still waiting to confirm that. As we get ready to go here from Monza. Let's jump over. That's an off track there. So we'll hop over to Robert, who is out on track. So there was an update today on iRacing that apparently the BMW got a reduce in power, which kind of changed these guys, the way they drive. And it did mess up a few guys. There's a lot less BMWs in here than what there normally is. I think we got like 5. Maybe 6. I think there is actually 6. But the highest one right now is running 6th place. So that is Terry Dahl, which is good. He's actually starting to come on strong a little bit the last couple weeks. So it will be Ed Sutcliffe winning the Red Sox Racing Tumbler, it looks like, as nobody else behind him is going to put a lap in. Here is a driver crossing the start-finish line. And that will be a 139.546 that lap. So he does not improve his best lap. I think that might be all. Here's Tommy Ryan. I don't know if he's actually got his best lap right now. Best lap is a 1:37.068, so he's looking to try to beat that. He's got a little bit longer to. Yeah, I'm not sure if he's going to have time to finish this lap. I think he's already done it, so we'll see, though. Anyway, let me know in the chat who you're pulling for, all that good stuff. You guys know how to do it. As we get set to roll here from Monza Raceway. This is the one that's got the first chicane, so draft going to be a big importance here. Another thing that's going to be pretty important is the fact that pit stops have to come up. Sorry, I was sharing the broadcast. But pit stops and all that good stuff have to happen, of course, at least once. And we've seen races won and lost on pit road, so we'll definitely have to keep an eye on that. As I think we're about ready to go. All right, here we go. Gridding has begun. Here's a look at your starting lineup. Of course, this overlay made by ATVO. We thank them for all the work they put in. We do change a little bit around on it, so thank you to ATVO for all the awesome hard work they put in. Graphics, pretty much done by myself for the most part. TRN logo and all that. Ross Booth, starting first. Tommy Ryan, second. Ryan Robertson, Cameron Bidwell, Mark Wilson, Terry Dahl, Dave Hill, Kevin Riedel. For people that is wondering, by the way, this is only a 30-minute sprint race, so it is a short race. You do require pit stops. These guys only have 35% fuel, if I'm not mistaken. So you will see pit stops, and I'm going to be honest, if you can keep a little bit, if you're the second place car and just ride behind whoever's starting first, it will benefit you in fuel mileage once you hit pit road. We've seen plenty of races won like that and lost like that as well. But keep that in mind as we get set to go. We're going to hop up to Ross Booth. We watched him compete in the last endurance race. I think it was last weekend we seen him compete. 1,000 of Bathurst or 12-hour of Bathurst or something like whatever it's called. But he was competing in that. That's pretty cool. He's got a Twitch that he streams on. And you guys can actually see his Twitch right there on the back of his car. Twitch.tv, the real Zip. He actually does a pretty cool stream, so I'm not going to lie. And then right there beside him, you see the Corvette. Tommy Ryan, good to see him actually have a good qualifying effort. Tommy, a multiple champion in here as well. And of course, can't say enough about Ross. We know that he's won plenty of races in here as well. He is your current points leader, if I'm not mistaken. I don't have the updated points right now. I haven't got them sent to me. So we'll just play it by ear on how it is. But anyway, welcome to our double header night tonight as we get set to go here soon. Cars are starting to roll. By the way, last night in the practice session, it was the BMWs on top of the board. Les Turner and Terry Dahl. Les is running an awesome paint. We'll definitely get a look at that here in just a bit. But coming in tonight, this is, I think, the next to final race before this season ends. Of course, we do have another season immediately following this one. This is Monza. Next week, we are going to be at Spa, which is going to be very fun. Haven't got a look at the new schedule yet. But that's going to be fun as well. We are set to roll here from Monza. We're just waiting on the pace truck to drop off here tonight as the field works through the turn. Go high above here in our blimp. Working through the final corner here from Monza. I believe it's the final corner. I may be completely wrong. And I think I am. Nope, I'm not. Here we go. Green flag set to happen. We'll zoom in. Watch this start from our blimp cam. Green flag out of the air. 19 laps of 30-minute racing action here from Monza. And look behind this field. It is a chaos about to break out behind them. As they race down into turn one. This is where it's pretty cool because remember, we got one in the grass. Things can get a little crazy right here. Into turn one, you're not carrying, or you're carrying a lot of speed into that turn. So you've got to be careful. We've got one car out in the grass already. That's Ryan Robertson. He does correct it. Keep going. Give it up a couple spots. He goes from 4th to 6th. Look at this field working through here. A lot of passing right now. A lot of good passing opportunities. Not to make a mistake. We got a couple of ground. Les Turner is involved. We talked about was going to show you his card. Now we have no choice because there it is. The Batman BMW sits sideways in the chicane or outside the chicane. And here's a replay of that. Yeah, he just got ran over from the back. Unfortunately, not quite sure who that was, actually. It does not happen very much. Trying to see who that is. I'll take just a minute here, guys. I do apologize. I'm trying to find out who that is. I actually do not know. I think it might have been Robert, actually. Not quite sure. And it was, I believe. Wow. So back live here once again. Up front, Cameron Bidwell out in the lead. What happened to Ross Booth? Ross Booth goes from first way back here to last. Or not near last, not last, but here's a look at what happened. Let's see if I can actually find this. It's going to take me just a second. We're having. We should get this shot up. Is this it? That's right here. Sometime between here. Yep, there he goes. He just lost it. Very uncharacteristic from that. You see all the spots he lost. We are back live now. Lost a lot of spots there. So he drops from first all the way back to P15. He'll work his way back up through some of it, but that may change his chances of winning this one out the door. So Cameron Bidwell now out front, leading Ross Booth. Dave Hill, Ryan Robertson manages to get back a couple spots. Mark Wilson now showing P4, and there's Terry Dahl sitting in P6. Mark Wilson showing P5, I apologize. And then right behind Terry, we got Kevin, and then Chris Smithshield, who we don't really talk a lot about. He's kind of a newcomer here to the series, so it's good to see him inside the top 10. Bill Palucki having a nice run now as well, and Tim McLeish rounds out your top 10. Keep in mind, this is a 30-minute timed event. We're still having issues with our overlay getting switched over from laps to time. Here's Ryan Robertson. He's going to overtake for P3, moving the Ferrari 488 up to P3, passing the Ford. Here's a little bit of draft, and this is not surprising. Watch for, yep, there you go. See Dave Hill looking back to the inside, going into turn one. Remember, Ryan had an issue here at the start of the race by going too wide into the turn. We'll see if he's overcorrecting it a little bit, or has corrected it. Oh yeah, he definitely got through that corner really nice. A little bit further back here, Ed Sutcliffe, he's moved up a couple spots. He's racing Mitch Heller and Desmond Stone. William Cabela there as well. Oh, locking them up. Desmond goes wide over the chicane, or over the rumble strips, or turtles, or whatever we want to call them. William Cabela takes that spot away. Kevin Kyle looks to do the same. It's a great looking view. I like that. Tommy Ryan now still trailing Cameron Bidwell here. Once again, welcome to the double night of racing here on Trackside Racing Network with the Raise Energy iRacing Legacy Series coming up immediately following this. As you see Ryan Robertson, he is on rails right now. It's really nice to see, actually. Ryan trying to rebound. He just put down another fastest lap for him, a 1:37.072. Great lap there for Ryan. He is looking to get his first win. I can't remember the last time I've actually seen him win, or if I've seen him win. I don't actually have the updated points as well. I'll sit here looking for them. Do not think I have that, to be completely honest. Of course, For guys that do not know, we are racing Monza without the first chicane, so kind of cuts that off a little bit. Anybody wants to know, this track is 3.5 miles, and it has 9 turns. And of course, pit road speed is 40 miles per hour. Pit road always a big thing when we come to the Red Sox Racing Series with these 30-minute time races. Jump back a little bit right now. I feel like Tommy's doing, or I'm sorry, it feels like Tommy now. What happened to Ryan? He dropped back a few more spots. He had a little mistake. He dropped back to 5th, so he's going to have to rework his way back around Mark Wilson now, who Mark out there driving a different car. I think he's actually out there in the Corvette. This is the first time I think we've seen him out in the Corvette. It looks like it. Yes, he is. A little bit further back, Ross Booth getting around Christopher Jimenez. Jimenez still running 13th right now, so not too bad. 2 drivers out of the race, Robert and Derek Pemberton. Derek, I don't even think started, to be honest. Pretty heartbreaking though for Les Turner. You see him back here. This man was honestly on rails with the practice that he had, putting him first into final practice last night, or the second to final practice last night. And then all of a sudden iRacing comes out with the update and they actually took power out of this race car. So kind of heartbreaking, I feel like, for Les driving that new paint scheme. The Batman paint, which is absolutely an amazing paint, by the way. It's my new favorite paint in the series. And he's got the black and yellow inside the race car as well. He's rocking it, but unfortunately having issues on that first. He's going to have to drive his way back up. He's definitely competitive. I mean, he's fast. We know that. We see the times. He's just, I don't know, without draft now and stuff. I mean, even without draft, he's still fast, but man, that's a tough break for him. Let me know in the chat where you're watching from, who you're pulling for. Of course, doubleheader night here with some oval stuff coming up immediately following this. So some good racing here tonight. Tomorrow night we'll be back live once again as well. The North American iRacing League will make their return back in here for the series. Can't wait to get back with them guys. That'll be fun. Saturday night, we will wrap up the WS CRL series from Atlanta. We already have a crowned champion over there, but we will be live from Atlanta. We also have a replay Saturday evening. Myself and Derek Pemberton will bring you the action live from Talladega. Not live for the race. It's a replay of the race. We're just making it up. But you guys haven't seen it yet. A great race for Talladega last Sunday where we actually had to miss for personal stuff. But we'll be doing that Saturday night. And then the WOS CRL series is later Saturday night around 10:50 or so. We'll be live. And then Sunday, the American Sim Racing League will be back in action live. Mitch Heller putting some pressure here on Dwayne McCarthy. The last lap comparison, very close. Oh, I'm sorry, that's not the last lap. There's your last lap. Well, not anymore. There's your last lap. 139.4 for Mitch. He's done a lot better this lap. Or so far it looks. Watch for a little bit of a move here. See Mitch putting a little bit of a block on, not allowing Dwayne to get back to the inside, but he does still have an opportunity here going down the straightaway, maybe pull out here at the last second. Going into turn 1, there he goes, taking a peek. I don't think he's close enough. Ties well Desmond Stone as well to kind of close the gap up. now side by side, McCarthy and Stone. And McCarthy able to hold on to that spot. Oh, and he cuts the chicane. This may be a slow down penalty. Yep, and it is. He's going to have to give that spot up to Desmond Stone. Cutting the chicane is a big penalty. Here's the race. Dave Hill, Tommy Ryan. This is a battle for P2. It's Ryan Robertson right there looking on. We know Ryan's fast. We've seen that. I feel like he's one of the fastest cars inside the top 5. Last time by, Ryan Robertson was the fastest car out of the leaders. Or out of the entire top 5, should I say. Robertson going to take away the 3rd spot, maybe? He's so fast, he just has trouble when he gets side by side with another car, but you see Ryan right there in front of Dave Hill taking that 3rd spot away, and now you're right on board. You see the last lap, 137.599. That's a great lap there. Still not his fastest lap by any means, but still a good lap either way. Still faster than the leader. Actually, that lap, Ryan Robertson and Tommy Ryan was the only one in the 137s. Everybody else was 138, low 138s. Mitch Heller once again, Desmond Stone. Desmond taking away 15th position. And now we can jump back up for the battle for second. Looking back, you can see Tommy Ryan, whose car we're riding on. You can see Ryan Robertson, who we're looking at, and then you got the Ford of Dave Hill. Robertson took a peek. I feel like Ryan's pushing really hard here. Trying not to push the issue by any means, but definitely been a lot more aggressive than we've seen, which is a great thing. I feel like it's definitely working out. Pit stops still have to happen. We are probably about a lap or two away before we really start seeing a lot of pit stops really happening. I would guess we are to the halfway point. And here is the chance right here. How about Ross? Or I'm sorry, not Ross Booth. Cameron Bidwell trying to break the draft as well. Tommy trying to follow that draft, and Ryan doing the same. And here you go. Robertson taking a peek to the inside of Tommy Ryan now. Still there. And right there, Tommy was able to clear just in time to get in front of the 210 car. Top 5 is pretty much broken away. Do we got an issue back here? No, we do not. Maybe pit stops could happen here. Something we're going to watch for to see if these guys hit pit lane this time. I feel like if you're second and third place, you may not hit pit road right here. You may wait just a little bit before you hit pit lane. Cameron Bidwell will probably have to hit pit road first since he does not have the draft. So that's usually where it kind of works out good. Like, the only thing I feel like is going to stop some of these guys from winning this race. And how about Ryan Robertson? He said, I'm going to pit now. And boy, that was close if he got a penalty. This right here is going to be a great comparison of what we see lap times. So let's watch total pit lane time. This counts for the box as well. Got another car coming in a little bit further back. Looks like Mark Kudrowski also coming in. You hear the beeping. Ben Garrard also coming in. Dennis Griffin, Mitch Heller, Desmond Stone. "30 seconds so far. Let's watch the exit. He did not get caught speeding, so exit off pit road. 37.4. I'm going to be honest, that was a lot more gas than I thought he would have to take. I'm going to be honest with you about that. I feel like he did not need to take as much as what he took, so could be a factor right there, honestly. Usually we see guys take about 9 seconds worth of fuel, give or take. He took a lot more than I thought he would. With him pitting a little bit earlier, that could be why as well. Late move into turn 1 right there from Palucki as I sit there talking to myself. And Palucki in that Wildcats baseball car takes over. Never mind. Around he goes into the wall. Oh. Man, he has such a good turn. It looks like he will get rolling again. Here's a look at your ATVO replay. Oh, from that angle, you won't see it. Too much of the curb, back on the gas too soon, and into the concrete, or the tire there, whatever that is there. I'm not sure what that is, but Cameron Bidwell, Ryan Robertson for second. Robertson trying to take it away. Bidwell looking for a crossover move. Drag racing to the start-finish line. Which draft will Tommy Ryan give these guys? I don't know which one you want to give it to. Ryan Robertson trying to take away second. How about some 3 wide into turn 1? No way this works. No way this works. Dave Hill checks out of it, trying to force one to make a mistake. And I don't think that's going to happen. But you do see Cameron Bidwell. Here comes the run from the outside line. Oh, boy, this is getting intense up here for second, third, and fourth. Great racing right now up in front. This is some of the best we've seen. We've had some great finishes this year. This battle for second right now is really intense. And these guys, honestly, are still running down our race leader. That's what's impressive about it. Very impressive right now. Bidwell giving up that second spot to Robertson. Robertson now shaking his head, trying to get a little bit more. There they go. Second or third and fourth. Contact, take each other out. Dave Hill and Cameron Bidwell. Oh my goodness. Look at this. He gets in too hot. And there it is. Over the rails. Back across the track. Dave Hill really nowhere to go. But how about that? He has such a big enough lead over fourth. He actually keeps third. Mark Wilson takes over fourth. Cameron Bidwell drops back to P6, and you ain't going to believe who's in P5. Ross Booth has worked his way up to fifth. That's impressive. Now, the fight is on for the lead. Can Ryan Robertson run down Dave Hill? He has no other pressure behind him not to. It is all clean track for these race leaders. They have to try to battle it out. We'll see if Tommy Ryan can hold on. It's been an intense race. Desmond Stone, Kevin Todd a little bit further back in the field. Here comes Stone looking to the inside. Going into turn 1 this time. And you see that pass. Stone taking away that position. It's Ben Gerard now running right behind Chris Smith or Schildsmith for P11. Chris, of course, right in the 11th spot right now. The Ferrari, the Corvette right behind him. How about this? Battle up front for our race lead. Ryan Robertson, Tommy Ryan, side by side, maybe even touch doors. Out of the final corner, we're coming to 3 minutes left in this one. Tommy looks like he led that lap. As we're going down in turn 1. Ryan's going to have the benefit here in turn 1, taking this one. Will he be able to get this lead out of turn 1? Side by side, Robertson with the nose out front. He takes it away. Tommy Ryan drops back to second. And I'm going to be honest with you guys right now about something. I don't see Tommy being able to catch Ryan here. I mean, look at the gap. Ryan, as long as he keeps hitting his marks, don't want to have no issues. He about had an issue right there, but don't want to have an issue. I'll be honest with you. I don't see nobody catching this guy. It took him a while to get there, but he is very fast. Terry Dahl back there in 7th. Kevin Riddell is another good one. Riddell is another good one. Has had a great run. Currently 7th right now in the 15 car. You see him right there in the Castro car trying to run down Cameron Bidwell, who was up front as well, battling for them spots. Tommy Ryan having an issue. Let's see what this was. He's out of gas. Yep. Tommy Ryan is out of gas. You know, when he came down pit road, he took 3 seconds gas lower than everybody. And you see him slow here, taking that unfortunate right-hand turn down pit lane. That will set Dave Hill now up to 2nd. Mark Wilson up to 3rd. Ross Booth, he's up to 4th. And Cameron Bidwell now P5. Tough break there for Tommy Ryan. And unfortunately, I think that's going to cost Tommy the chance at a championship this season. I don't have the points up, so don't quote me on that. But if I'm going to guesstimate on it from what I remember, that would be the case. Robertson looking to grab a big win here in the Red Sox series. I'll be honest, I don't think he's won this season. I don't think he's ever won it out broadcasted. So he is on rails tonight. I'm going to be honest, I don't know where he found this speed, but kudos to him as the white flag is going to be displayed this time as he works out the final corner. White flag will be out this time. No, it will be finishing. Coming to the checkered. Rod Robertson wins at Monza. Check that out. Dave Hill will finish P2 after a wild race for him. Mark Wilson got to be happy with 3rd. How about Ross Booth finishing 4th? Cameron Bidwell 5th. But your race winner, and now these guys have to drive back around. That is a point penalty if you do not make it back around. And for the record, I want to mention Tommy Ryan going to finish back in P16. There's some other cars crossing the line here as well. There's Tommy Ryan. Heartbreaker for him. All right, guys. We're going to go over here and talk to these guys. We will wait for them to move in, but congratulations to Ryan Robertson picking up a big win here in the Red Sox Racing Series, and I'll be honest, definitely deserves it. Ryan had some issues at Daytona when he threw away the race. He didn't throw this one away. You see him coming down pit lane. That beeping you hear, by the way, is cars entering pit lane. In case you are new, that is one thing iRacing added. So our race winner tonight will go none other than Ryan Robertson of the Red Sox Racing Series. To be honest, that might be a driver of the week performance. I'm just going to be honest with you guys. That was a great job by him. Waiting for everybody to come into the Discord channel. And when they do, we'll start interviewing some drivers here for this. It is Ryan Robertson, Dave Hill, Mark Wilson. And you did not throw it away this week on pit road, Ryan. Congratulations on a big win, man. Honestly, that was the best race I've ever seen you drive.
Thanks. I was actually hoping you didn't see last week's because that was totally embarrassing. And that was the second podium I threw away this season, so it felt good to kind of come out and just, I felt I've been feeling good on Monza, and I got caught out on some cold tires, but
I don't want to say you dominated because you didn't dominate, but you had the car to dominate. You made a couple mistakes early in the race, and I mentioned it at the beginning. It seems like if you could get away from traffic and a little bit of clean air and then just focus on running down the person that's in front of you, you was really a lot faster. Did you feel the same way?
Yeah, and that it was a lot of nerves from just, like I said, the past couple races of just throwing a lot away. So I also pitted early, hoping I could, kind of get some of that traction or that track position and pull in. And yeah, Tommy came out like 4 seconds ahead of all of us, and it was really confusing. But it kind of looked like he ran out of fuel, I think. So
you are correct. So this is going to give you a huge momentum, I feel like, going into next week. We go to Spa, a place where a lot of people are familiar with because of 24 hours and stuff like that. How do you feel about going to Spa now that you was able to get a win? Do you go in there with a chip on your shoulder now? Do you take this and carry it over?
A little bit. Spa's never been one of my strong tracks. I really enjoy it. I run a lot of laps on it. I just struggle in a couple different places, so this will definitely kind of give me a bit more of a boost to come out there. But I want to just say great racing to Dave and Tommy and Cameron, and it was all close battles, and it was all we kept out of each other's sides, and it was fun.
For sure on that. Well, I think we got our driver of the week here on TRN, man. Any other shout outs or anything like you want to give out tonight?
Just shout out to Terry and Les for running the league and keeping it going every week. It's always a lot of fun, and happy to come out.
Hey, it's good to see a new winner for a change. Congratulations, man.
Thanks, Adam. Have a good night.
You too, buddy. Next up, we got Dave Hill putting it in P2. Dave, you got a copy?
Yep, sure do, man.
You had a scary moment during this race. You and Cameron Bidwell, he got in a little bit too hot. And honestly, I was like, well, that just took Dave out of the running. Talk us through that, man. It still worked out pretty good for you, I feel like.
Yeah, it did. I was surprised actually, but we were all battling pretty hard up there, and it just goes to show what the draft can do, because I had a terrible qualifying and I was still able to run up there with those guys. And then I think he said he clipped one of the little curbs or whatever and started to go, and I tried to get out of the way, and I thought I did, and then then the wall came really fast, and it was a pretty hard hit, and I was figuring I was going to get the meatball, but it let me keep going, and it definitely was a little slower and down on top end, but it was still turning okay, so luckily enough I was able to get the last few laps in.
Ross didn't have Ross standards. I guess he finished fourth. Points are always a big thing. I don't know exactly what the points are, but I know you're right there in the thick of it. Are you pretty much points racing at this point, or was that every week since this season is kind of short every week?
Not really. I've just been, coming to have fun or whatever. I was surprised I was that high up in the points, because I don't think I've won a race this year, but a couple podiums and a couple good finishes, and you can still get up there pretty well.
For sure on that. Well, another good finish, man. Second place at Monza, not bad. How do you feel about Spa?
I like Spa. Haven't been there in a long time, actually, so kind of looking forward to it, actually.
For sure on that one. Any shout-outs you want to give out?
I'll give a shout-out to you guys and the league, Les and Terry, those guys that put it on, and special shout-out to my little guy. He's going in for surgery tomorrow, so hopefully he pulls through pretty good, and other than that, good job, guys.
Hey, man, good job tonight.
Thanks.
Thanks, buddy. Next up, we got Mark Wilson, and this is a pretty interesting conversation, I feel like. Mark, you got a copy?
Yeah, go ahead, Adam.
Finishing third tonight, man. And a big thing for me was you came out in a new car. You came out driving a Corvette tonight. Normally, of course, we see you in a BMW. BMW got a downgrade for some odd reason. How do you feel about the Corvette now that you was out there in it?
Yeah, the Corvette, actually, I liked it when it first debuted. Right. I drove it a couple times. But the thing is, it was down on pace. It has great handling, but down on pace. They reeled back the BMW. Haven't driven it since they reeled it back. I just looked at it and go, you know what? Every time I turn around, we're dealing with something with the BMW. So I got some friends who are Corvette enthusiasts, and I told them, I said, hey, you know what? I'm going to jump in the Corvette tonight. Cheer me on. So they were watching my stream and cheering me on, and we delivered a podium for them.
Yeah, it has to be nice, man, coming out here in a new car and still able to perform. I mean, you was inside the top 5, top 6 all night long. I don't even know if you left the top 5, to be honest. But either way, it worked out good. Overall, you pretty happy with how you finished tonight?
Yeah, considering, like I said, that's my first time actually racing the car, and it's tough. These guys are fast. It's a big setup. Everybody's on ability. That's what you have, ability. You get it done with ability, or you don't have nothing. And so that's where we are. And for me to be inside the top 5, inside the top 10, actually, I feel like I'm doing pretty good. So, yeah, I enjoyed it.
So I want to ask you the same question I talked to Ryan and Dave about. How do you feel about Spot next week?
Yeah, I haven't been there in a while, but I like Spa. The Corvette, I think, is going to do well at Spa. I don't want to jinx myself,
right.
but I'll be in it then for that race, and hopefully we can do something good out there.
For sure on that, man. Well, you know how to do it. You've been here a couple times. Shout out to all that you want to give.
Yeah, to the Red Sox Racing League, the guys, man. I mean, I'm going to tell you, these are the best bunch of guys to race with. I mean, stuff happens, and everybody's, everybody takes responsibility. Everybody, mans up when something goes wrong, and there's some good dudes here. And that's all behind Terry and Les doing their thing, and the guys who they recruit into the league. So, and of course, love the broadcast, Adam. So, you too.
I couldn't agree more with you, by the way. That's one thing I've absolutely fallen in love with this league is there's no drama most of the time. Like, that's something you don't see a lot of. So, hey, good run tonight, man.
Thank you, Adam. Take care. See you next week, brother.
Yes, sir. And
right
there
on.
You go, guys. There is your top 3 interviews here tonight. Congratulations to, once again, Ryan Robertson, Dave Hill, Mark Wilson. All well-deserved top 3 finishes and podium finishes. Congratulations to Ryan. I think that might be your driver of the week here already. I just don't know how you can top a first win. I think that's always an awesome thing. So that'll do it for me, guys. Make sure you guys check out Not Your Average Grain. They are the sponsors of this series. They are a great veteran-owned group. If you haven't checked them out, check them out. They do a lot of stuff. They don't get the tumblers and stuff like that to qualifiers, which is always awesome. I know Ed Sutcliffe, who finished 14th tonight, won that tonight. So, congratulations to Ryan. We're going to move on from here, go over to some oval racing. That'll be fun. We can watch them guys